We had a request for a multiple choice question from winter or fall 17. And it looks like something maybe we didn't cover, but we kind of did. If you label each of these bonds like sigma and what orbitals are used, that is what you need to answer this question properly. And it says, following sigma bonds in order of increasing bond polarity. So one is a sigma. I'll just remind you, there's two H's here. Sigma sp3 to sp2. In this one, these are both of these. Both does not have any union. That's when you're getting a little bothered. Both sigma sp2 dash sp3. So you're saying, wow, they're all the same. These first three are all the same. And I don't know why you popped up. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Cancel. Are we still recording? I think so. That was random, wasn't it? And then this one, well, this is the top dog. Sigma sp2 sp2. That's two S's out of how many parts total? Remember, there's 3 parts in this name and 3 parts in this name, right? 2 parts, 2 S's out of 6 parts, 33% S. All of these are 2 parts S out of 7 parts. So all of that work was just to figure out the best one. The strongest bond was IV because it's 33% S. And just say less than 33% S over here. You don't have to say anything. It's a multiple choice question. You circle the right answer. Okay. So we need a choice that ends with IV. Don't stop there. Please keep in mind that electronegativity strengthens bonds. How? Well, the fluorine pulls electrons in this bond. You know that, right? It pulls electrons towards itself because it's electronegative. That makes the carbon feel a little positive. And because it feels positive, that's pulling electrons in this bond closer to the carbon. You might not have read about this, but that's called the inductive effect. It's a preview. And it just, when you have an electronegative atom, it draws electrons towards itself, and it has influence at a distance in the molecule, like a couple bonds away. And you can make the same argument for a nitrogen, right? But nitrogen's not as electronegative. So it's not pulling on this bond as strongly as the F is on this bond, which means this carbon is not as positive as that carbon, which means it doesn't pull electrons as much towards the N in this bond as it does in this bond. Did that make sense? So they both have an electronegative atom helping out. 1 and 3. Forget about 4. We're done with 4. 1 and 3. But the more electronegative F is going to be better. So that'll be here. And the less electronegative N is contributing towards 3. And there's no electronegative atoms really close at all to 2. So that's our answer, and I think I found it as BC. So today's the day, not next Wednesday, when you say, oh my gosh, I have to pick BC and I don't know how, because you're using a Scantron. It has letters A, B, C, D, E, right? Some of you probably know, because you read the instructions for every exam. But here is your instruction now. Shade in both B and C for question number 10. And there's the answer to that question. There's always a lot of answers. There's no guessing in this course. And saving that and stopping.